Are you aware that you are your habits? Your lack of self-confidence is a reflection of your habits. Your negative sense of self is a reflection of your habits. You are right where you are today in your life because of your habits. You see, people never grow beyond their sense of self. What steps are you taking to change your old habits, those habits that are holding you back, those habits that are preventing you from becoming the best brand of yourself, those habits that has handicapped you becoming the beacon of light that can shine, that can touch and transform the lives of people all around you? You are your habits. Today, ladies and gentlemen, I will talk about self-confidence and your personal development. And this has a lot to do with self-confidence. I've recognized over 20 years of research that self-confidence is something that can hold you back. But I want to talk about self-confidence today in a way, in a manner that will be meaningful to you, that will add value to you, that will give you steps that you can take to embrace change and transformation in your life, that will help you to adopt new habits. What I want to say is centered around 4 concepts. And those concepts that I want you to think about are: 1, your sense of self. What is your sense of self? Second is your sense of entitlement. Do you have a sense of entitlement? The third is your sense of empowerment to take action. Are you taking action in your life to make the greatest thing unfold in your life? And the fourth is structure, content, and consistency. Your life needs structure. Your life needs content. Your life needs consistency. Today is such an awesome day. It's an awesome day because I get to share my passion with you. I get to talk to you. I get to give you information that can set a new tone, a new way of thinking in your life. Today, let us start our discussion on your sense of self. What is your sense of self? Are you waking up every day feeling passionate about life? Are you taking your first steps in the morning feeling empowered, feeling good about yourself, knowing that you are unique, knowing that you're special, knowing that you are phenomenal, and knowing that you have the potential to make great things happen in your life? Is this your positive sense of self? What is your ritual? And it's important for you to have daily rituals that helps to nurture and refine your sense of self. The reality is that people never grow beyond their sense of self. So today is the day that I want you to break the shackles of lies and doubts and fear. And today is the day that I want you to commit to nurturing a positive sense of self. A sense of self that truly says that I was made in the image and likeness of the Most High, and He said that He has done great things when He was here, and there are those who will come after me who will do even greater things, and I believe that those persons who can do greater things represent you and I. You must see it in you. You must see the positive side of you. You know, it's important that you start to nurture a positive sense of self. I'm fully aware that there's so many negative things in the world today that very often you become the product of your negative experiences. But today is that day that I really want you to take back your life from every lie that has been told over your life. Today is the day that I want you to take back your life, and I want you to make that commitment, and I want you to say to yourself that today I will be the author, today I will be the maker, today I will be the shaper of my life and my destiny. I will become the victor of my success story. You must nurture a positive sense of self. You're entitled to this. It is time that you recognize that you must become the first author, the first maker, the first shaper who is prophesying over your life. You know, it is good when we can go places and we can have people prophesy over our lives and say good things about our lives, but the reality is that you will never grow beyond your sense of self. So I can see great things to happen in your life. But if you can bring yourself to come to that point to recognize that you have the potential to achieve great things and you are phenomenal and you are exceptional people, it doesn't matter what I do, you will never grow beyond your sense of self. And this is why it's very important that you start to nurture the healthy mindset. It's important that you start to invest in you, in becoming the best brand of who you are. You need to find your daily rituals. From the time you wake up, you're supposed to fall in love with you. You're supposed to feel special in every way. You have the breath of life flowing through you. You have possibilities. Where there's life, there is hope. You have to take back your life from the lies, the doubts, from the fear that has consumed your life. Today is that day that you must fall in love with who you are. You must commit to nurturing a positive sense of self. And this is what I want to say to you. It doesn't matter where you came from. It doesn't matter where you're at. Those things doesn't define you. What defines you is what the great I am has said about you. You have been made and molded in the image and likeness of the Most High, and you have been given dominion over so many things in life. And it's time that you claim that knowledge, and it's time that you leverage that awareness to make great things happen in your life. It doesn't matter where you were born. It doesn't matter where you're at. You can make a decision right here and right now that you want great things to manifest in your life, and the only thing that is holding you back is you. So I want you to nurture a positive sense of self. I want you to become that positive sense of self. And I want you to make that positive sense of self to illuminate in every area of your lives. I want to talk now a little bit about your sense of entitlement. You know, many of you, because of your status in life, and I say your status in life because you might have been through so many different types of failure in your life. You might have had failure at your grade 6 exam. You might have had failure at your university studies. And what you do, you allow these failures to define who you are. So you become the product of your negative experiences. And because you become the product of your negative experiences, you don't feel entitled to much. I want to say to you right here and right now that I want you to break those shackles of negative socialization to life, because an exam doesn't define who you are. You got substance inside of you, unmatched and untold of, and the reality is that you have so much of abundance flowing through you that in your entire life you will not be able to tap into it. Are you aware that most people in their entire life do not even use 5% of their brain power? What is your sense of entitlement? Do you have an entitlement to use 6 and 7 and 8 and 9 and 10% of your brain power to make great things happen in your life? You have the power to think. Are you leveraging your power to think in a positive way so as to touch and transform the lives of people all around you? Are you using your mind to think great thoughts that says that I can make great things happen in my life because I have a positive sense of self, I have a great sense of entitlement, and I have self-confidence? People never grow beyond their sense of self. What is your sense of entitlement? Are you seeing your entitlement to be in limitation? Are you seeing your entitlement to be in abundance? Why limit your potential to achieve great things? You yourself have been lying to yourself. You have been prophesying negatively over your lives. And I want you to change that mindset. Today is the day that I want you to start prophesying the best and the greatest and abundance over your life. You see, when you have self-confidence, you prophesy positively over your life. You believe in yourself. Today is the day that I want you to start believing in yourself. Today is the day that I want you to start taking baby steps, and you start to take bigger steps into embracing your positive sense of self, into nurturing your sense of self-confidence, and in nurturing your sense of entitlement. Let me talk a little bit more about your sense of entitlement. You know, there are so many people in the world today. There's so many great things that they have done in the world. So they have left a track record of eyesight for you to see. I'll talk now about eyesight and mindsight. Everything around you, you can see it. And they are a great reflection of the great things that great people have done in the world. The plane that we can go on to fly to Barbados, Jamaica, Trinidad, Barbados, to North America, to Canada, to England, and around the world. These are all things that in our mindsight we can see. These are all things in our eyesight. We can see these things. But it's important that you take note that these things were first mindsight before they become eyesight. The reality is that, are you limiting your potential to do great things based on eyesight, or are you seeing within you the ability to use your mindsight to make great things happen? And I say great things, I refer to the things that has not yet happened in the world. You have the abundance of talents and greatness flowing through you. But you have to believe in yourself. The Milky Way is right within you. Right within you, you have talents, you have gifts, you have passion, you have purpose. All those things are a reflection of the land flowing with milk and honey. It's right within you. But if you don't believe in yourself, if you do not have a positive sense of self and you do not have a sense of entitlement, you will never be able to tap into your substance. Today is the day that you have to open that chapter, and you have to start writing the words that truly reflect you in a positive sense, that reflects your positive sense of self, that reflects your sense of entitlement. It is time that you break all chain and shackles that have been holding you back. And today is the day that I want you to prophesy over your life. Today you want to become the author, the maker, the shaper of your life. You want to understand the power of mindset, and you want to leverage mindset to affect positive change in every area of your life. I'll talk now about the third issue, and that is your sense of empowerment to take action. Very often we all have a desire to make great things happen in our lives, but we are not empowered to take action to make those great things happen in our lives. Because most of us, we are not self-motivated. We are waiting for someone next door to us to say, you got the potential to make great things happen. And very often the person never say those things to you. So you keep holding back, and you keep operating in fear and operating in doubts. And you allow these things to take victory over your life. Today's the day that I want you to embrace the ability to self-motivate. A confident person always self-motivate. A confident person is the person that says to themselves, I'm unique, I'm special, I can make great things happen in my life, and I will make great things happen in my life because I believe in myself. I have confidence in myself. And the great I Am has prophesied over my life when he said that I have done great things, and there are those who will come after me who will be doing greater things than I would have done. I am one of those individuals who will be doing greater things than I am. He said it. I want to say this to you. In my book, Self-Application Best Practices, I said this to you. It's not only important to have a desire, it's not only important to take action. But what I said in my book is that it's important for you to have aligned desire. It's important for you to take informed action. How many people do we have in the world today? And we have approximately 7.2 billion people in the world today. The strange thing about this scenario is that only 1% of this global population enjoys 90% of the world's wealth. What that simply means is that the 99% of the rest of the world, they only survive on 10% of the world's wealth. The objective behind the Success Accelerator initiative is to change your status quo. And it's to bring you to the point where you recognize that you can take action in your life to affect positive change in your life. And this is what we setting out here to do. To give you the kind of information that will help you to be transformational in your thinking, transformational in your action, and transformational in the results that you gain from the steps that you are taking to add value in this world. So, in my book I spoke about the importance of having a aligned desire. And you need to make sure that the desire that you have is truly aligned to who you are. But there are so many people in the world who are mechanics and an engineer when in fact they should be doctors or lawyers. There are so many people in the world today who are average when in fact they should be exceptional people, because the reality is that you are exceptional people, but no one has really helped you to unlock the giant within. The objective of this initiative is to truly help you to connect with who you are. It's to help you to understand that you have purpose, you have passion, you have gifts. And it's to bring you to that point to embrace this awareness. And when you start to embrace this awareness, it's now for you to take action to make the greatest things unfold in your life. And this is where we talk about informed action. There are a lot of people in the world today who are taking action, but then you don't have any sense of understanding as to if the action that you're taking will give you the results that you're looking for. In my book, I keep talking about this. And I clearly establish that in your actions, you must be able to measure it. You must be able to monitor it. And you must be able to control it. Just don't take action because you can take action. You must have a clear mental picture in terms of what you want to accomplish, why, and how to accomplish it. And when you become a part of the Success Accelerator Masterclasses, these are all programs that are designed to truly help you to become aware of these issues. And becoming aware of these issues, what will drive your self-confidence and what will drive you to become a higher achiever. You got the potential to make great things unfold in your lives. And this is what we do at Success Accelerator Club, Success Accelerator Masterclass, and Global Branding and Marketing. In my book, Self-Application Best Practices Transforming the Mind and Crack a Billionaire Codes, we spoke about these issues. Today I'm talking about these issues because it's my responsibility to give you as much information that you should have to lead a better quality of lives. The next issue I want to talk about is structure, content, and consistency. Is there any structure to your life? Is there a method to the madness? Or there's just madness and no method? Your life needs structure. What is your rituals? What are those systems designed to get you to that point where you can truly embrace a purpose-driven life? You see, most people suffer with a lack of self-confidence. Why? Because they do not have a clear sense of understanding as to what steps to take to embrace the great things that they want in their lives. The formula that I'm talking about here today is structure, content, and consistency. It is designed to give you clarity. Clarity in systems and structure, clarity in content, and clarity in consistency. So you can bring yourself to that point to become more valuable to yourself and to be able to add greater value to the world. But if your life has no structure, it means you might be spinning completely out of control. And this will happen to most people. Most people want to be successful. Most people want to be happy. But most people just don't know how to make it happen. And I'm saying to you that one of the essential things that you should do is to adopt a structure. Know your rituals. Know your method to your madness. Now I want to talk about the content of your life. Many of you are living and leading a life today, but you don't have content. What is your standard? What is your depths? Does your content reflect something and someone of substance? Does your content reflect high standards, or does it reflect average standards? What is your content? You attract who you are. You will never be able to grow beyond your sense of self. So it's important that your content be so strong in its substance they can truly connect to people and they can truly add value to people's lives. It doesn't make sense to want to become the great teacher and you know nothing about motivational theory and practice. It doesn't make sense to want to become a doctor and you're not committing to become a doctor of depths, a doctor of content, a doctor of substance. You just want to be average. And average people really doesn't make significant impact on people's lives. It's important that when you start to look at your content, that you set high standards and that you go for depths and understanding of your content. And then you use that information to and that skill set to add value to people all around you. Consistency. It takes about 80 days to form a healthy habit. But you have to be consistent. You must consistently apply yourself at nurturing that habit. Getting rid of the old habits that are holding you back and adopt the healthier habits that will take you places, that will help you to tap into the substance that you got within, that will help you to become the best brand of who you are, that will give you the content that you can leverage to add value to people's lives all around you. Consistency. You see, many of you want to be successful in life, but you have no structure, you have no content, and you have no consistency. You have no rituals. What are your rituals? I said at the beginning of this program that you are your habits. Your lack of self-confidence is a reflection of your habits. Your negative sense of self is a reflection of your habits. You're right where you are in life today because of your habits. People never grow beyond their sense of self. And it's important that today that you make a conscious and deliberate decision to break those negative habits. To break the habits that are helping you to harbor self-doubts, that are helping you to harbor a negative sense of self and allow that negative self-confidence to permeate your life. Today's the day that I want you to break those shackles and recognize that you are nothing but your habits. And if you change your habits, you will be able to change you. And when you change you, you will be able to make great things unfold in your life. You can change a negative mindset to a positive mindset by adopting the better habits. You can move from having a lack of self-confidence to becoming a person who has abundant self-confidence by changing your habits. Your habits are you. I trust that today's podcast would have helped you to understand some of the essential tenets that you need to understand if you want to break old habits, if you want to become that confident you. And I truly believe that you would love for you to listen to this content and re-listen to it, because I'm certain that it will set that stage and set that tone to help you to become the confident you. The fourth concept that we looked at today is your sense of self. We looked at your positive and negative sense of self. And I want you to commit to nurture your positive sense of self. We look at your sense of entitlement. We look at your socialization to life. We looked at eyesight and mindsight. And I trust that you can recognize from all of our discussion today that where you came from, where you're at, doesn't define who you are. You can make a decision right here and right now that you want great things to happen in your life, and you develop the right habits. We look at your sense of empowerment to take action. It doesn't make sense to have desire and not take action. It doesn't make sense to just have a desire, but that desire is not aligned. It doesn't make sense to take action, the action is not informed. So you've learned these things today. Last but not least, you have also learned about structure, content, and consistency. And we said that your life needs structure. You must know your rituals. Your life needs content. You must know your standards, and you must go for depths in your standards. Your life needs consistency. It takes about 80 days to form that healthy habit. And I trust that moving forward, you can truly make that commitment to adopt habits. Your fear is only a habit. You have been nurturing negative habits, and that's why you have fear. You have to replace those negative habits with positive habits, and you will be able to overcome fear. And I would have said in my earlier podcast that fear is not something necessarily negative, but you just have to learn how to manage fear. A lack of self-confidence is something that you certainly need to invest in daily. Replace negative habits with positive habits that can truly influence your sense of self-confidence and how you apply yourself after achieving great things in life. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Gary Thompson. I'm a business development consultant by profession. I'm a Unitarian by nature, and I'm the author of the book Self-Application Best Practices. Today is a phenomenal day, and you are a phenomenal people. Today is the day that I want to say to you that I trust that you can start to believe in yourself. You can start to invest in yourself, and you can make that serious commitment to become the best brand of who you are. You have untapped potential, but you will only be able to tap into the greatness within, to your substance within, to your gem within, to your genie within, when you start to believe in yourself. People never grow beyond their sense of self, and I pray every day that you start to nurture a positive sense of self, and that sense of self that says that I can achieve great things in life. I will achieve great things in life, and I will leave no stone unturned to tap into the milk and honey that is flowing right within me. Ladies and gentlemen, be blessed until the next podcast.